Hello, welcome. This is a video explaining how if you had a graph and you wanted to write the equation in vertex form, what would that look like? So just as a reminder, vertex form is y, or if you prefer, f of x, I'm going to leave it as y, equals a times x minus h squared plus k. And what we get from this is a few things. The easiest there, I would say, is the vertex. And it's the point h comma k. And I'm going to put a little asterisk by the h to remind us that because it's minus h, it kind of goes counter to what our intuition usually has us do. So here, that h, if we had x plus 3 squared, then h is minus 3. We want to say plus 3 because of the x plus 3, but it's counter to that. But if I had said I have x minus 7 squared, then h is equal to 7. We want to say negative 7 because we see that negative, but it's not. It's the opposite. So that's what this little asterisk thing here means. Okay, so really, there's only three things that we need. We need to know A, H, and we need to know K. A also tells us whether or not this opens up or whether it opens down. If A is positive, it opens up. If A is negative, it opens down. Now, I can see, just because of the way that this opens, this is opening up. So that's it. It opens up. But what that tells us then, that A is positive. That is to say, A is greater than 0. The y-intercept looks like it's kind of right here in between -1 and -2. So I'm gonna just kind of guess it's at 0, -1.5. The vertex, I can just read right off the graph. So this is the vertex, and it is the point -1, 2, 3, -3. And then it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to -6. So it's -3, comma, -6. So my vertex is -3, comma, -6. That means that -3 is my h value and -6 is my k value. Axis of symmetry, very easy. It's just -3. X equals -3. It's always going to be the same as the x coordinate of your vertex. So this line right here, the axis of symmetry, is this vertical line where x equals -3. So, which of these values do I know? I know h, I know k, and I know that a is positive, but I don't know what a is yet. And so that one I can figure out. I can also figure out some value of y and x by just choosing any point that's not the vertex on this graph. So I could choose this point, I could choose this point, or this point. I kind of like this one right here. Let's go to that one. That is the point 1, comma 2. It's over 1 in x and up 1, 2 in y. So this is my value, x and y. -3 and -6, this is h, this is k. So then I'm going to plug that all in. I'm going to say, let's first write the equation. Y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Well, y, we have right here. That's y equals 2. So I'm going to put 2 for y. A, we don't know it. That's what we're going to solve for. X is 1. X is 1. So instead of here x, here I'm going to put 1 minus h, but h is -3. -3 is my value for h. So when I'm subtracting -3, you can write that out. You can write x1 minus -3. Or you can just remember like what I said. It's that opposite. So that 1 plus 3. Again, because minus -3 is the same as plus 3. Subtracting a number is the same as adding its opposite. So then I've got, and this is squared, and then I've got plus k, which is, k is -6. So here instead of k, I'm going to put right here -6. Now I can see the only thing that I need to know, the only thing I don't know is a. So the rest of this I can go through and work through it. I've got 2 is equal to a times 1 plus 3, 4 squared plus -6, or at this point I can just say that's the same as -6. And then 2 equals, and then 4 squared is 16 times a, so that's 16a minus 6. And then I'm going to take and divide my equation into 2 parts through the equal sign. I'm going to add 6 to both sides of that equal sign. So -6 plus 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, is equal to 16a. And then finally to get a, I'm going to, 16a is multiply, so I'm going to just divide both sides by 16. Divide by 16, divide by 16. A then is equal to, and 8/16 simplifies to 1/2. Remember, you could do that on your calculator if you need to. You don't know how, remember, come see me. That's cool. A equals 1/2. So now we can write, what is this thing? Look, remember that f of x is the same as y. So f of x is equal to a, we just found that, is 1/2 times x minus h, but since it's x is minus -3, that's the same as x plus 3 squared minus, plus k, but since k is -6, here I'm going to put -6. And that's what this equation looks like in vertex form. Again, remember whose vertex is -3, -6. A is positive 1/2. That means it opens up. And if you were to plug any point on that graph, the x value in, you should get the corresponding y value for that same point, if we've done this correctly. And you can go through and check that. That's one way you can check to see if you've done it correctly. Okay, you got this. Keep practicing.